Hi everyone, so as you guys can see, it is 5 o'clock right now and I'm the only one left here. I wanted to finish all the work that I needed to do because I don't want to deal with this later on when I get home. So I want to finish all my charts while talking with you guys and answering some questions that you guys left in the channel. So let's do that. I have one more chart to finish and then have to go over all this stuff right here. But I actually finished a lot of them already. It was like more a while ago, but they're pretty much like prior authorizations or like forms from the pharmacy that I need to go over. But anyway, so if you guys want to hang out and chat on this like really gloomy day here in Northern California, then stay tuned. Okay, so welcome if you're still here. If you guys are new to the channel, I am Elaine. I am a nurse practitioner. I also game. I love lifestyle vlogs and I do mostly nursing videos. Today I'm going to answer some of you guys' questions while I'm doing my charts or finishing all this paperwork that I need to finish. Okay, let's start. I guess let's start because I want to go home soon. I was supposed to do this video at home, but I'm like, no. When I get home, I'm just gonna eat and be lazy, and I'm not gonna do it because I tried doing that yesterday. But anyway, so why did you pick NP over other specialties? Because I love all the paperwork. Just kidding. This specialty because I love people individually. I hate people in general, but I love people individually. I love that one-to-one talk with patients. I actually, as much as you guys don't know, or if you guys don't believe it, I actually love the following up of patients, following their care. And it really feels really nice to see someone get better after you've taken care of them. So yeah, so that's like one of the reasons. I was initially an ICU nurse, so a lot of people thought that I was gonna go the CRNA route, but I am not. I don't know, I never really liked anesthesia, you know, before. I've always been fascinated with different medical conditions and figuring out what's wrong with someone and treating it and following up and you know, that kind of stuff. So that's why I became a nurse practitioner. So yeah. Second question is, how are you liking your role as a nurse practitioner? So I really like my role as a nurse practitioner. I loved being a nurse before, but I figured that at that time I don't really get much autonomy and I don't really get much of a say. Well, actually, I do, but I feel like as a nurse practitioner, you are more responsible with your patient's care because you're going to be treating them, diagnosing them, following up with them. It feels like the decision like kind of lies on you, and also you play a really big role in healthcare maintenance and really educating your patients, and I really love that. So yeah, I like my role as a nurse practitioner. Would you consider getting a PhD? So there's a lot of things that you have to consider when going back to school. I definitely would like to get my doctorate, my DNP actually. I wish it was more clinical, but I feel like nowadays the doctorate for nursing is more research focused instead of clinical. But I plan on going back, but there are a lot of factors you have to really keep in mind when going back to school. First is like the time, you know, like studying, the effort, and of course the money. Like it's not cheap to go back to school. So if I get like, you know, stable with everything and all of those and I'm ready to go, I think I'm gonna do it. But I already have a school in mind, so most likely I'm gonna apply next year. Is it easy getting a job? So I think it's the same for every other job. If you're a new nurse or a new person in a profession without any experience, it will be very, very hard to find a job. But what I find helped me a lot is that you have to be very persistent and you have to know what you want. Because I feel like for most of the jobs that I landed, it was when I actually emailed the CMO or emailed the person myself without having to apply on a website or anything. And I emailed them, I gave them a resume, and I showed them my interest, like, hey, this is my experience. I saw your posting. I saw that I'm qualified for this. I really, really want this job. And I think that worked like when I was a new grad nurse, and it worked when I was a new grad nurse practitioner. So those are my tips for landing a job easily, like if you don't have any experience. But you know, once you get experience, it gets easier. Like, to be honest with you, it's so much easier to find a job if you have experience in this field. And the next question is, how long did it take for you to become comfortable in your role as a nurse practitioner? Well, you know what? Guess what? I'm not comfortable yet. I might be comfortable with my most commonly seen like conditions, because I know how to treat it and I know what to do with them. But I think, like what I said before, everything comes with experience and you get comfortable as you go. But the crazy thing with medicine and nursing is that it's like a never-ending learning experience, because there's always something new. There's always something changing in this field. You have to be up to date with current guidelines, that kind of stuff. And once you do that, I think you'll be comfortable. I think the comfortability of, not even a word, of this position comes with being able to handle like difficult situations. Like if you get this certain kind of patient who's very anxious, or what are you going to do with an agitated patient or a demanding patient, that kind of stuff. So it does come with experience, and right now I'm a little comfortable but not too comfortable. And I can say that I'm more comfortable than I was when I started. Okay, obviously I'm not making any, you know, progress with my charts right now. Tips for FNP students. With grad school is a lot of like, you have to be very independent with studying, because like, come on now, graduate school means that you've passed through high school, college, you're already an adult, and you should really know what works for you, what limitations you need to have as far as like self-control with, you know, like work, like, you know, like gaming. My tips would be proactive, ask questions, don't forget to try things out, and during your clinicals be very, very eager to learn. And okay, I really didn't do any progress with my chart. Like, I'm still in the HPI area. If you guys can see, I'm gonna show you guys this area right. I obviously didn't make any progress. But last question would be, what is it that you don't like about being a nurse practitioner? Oh my gosh, what a good last question. That some of the things that I hate about this job is, it's not for everything, but this is mainly for what I have right now. Is number one, it's a salary job. So right now, even if I'm staying an hour late and talking to you guys while I'm supposed to be doing my work, I'm still paid the same. I'm not paid for the extra time that I work. The second one would be those difficult patients. But you know, they build your character. So you're gonna come across like really hard patients, and you're gonna deal with the most demanding, like I said, demanding, manipulative patients there ever will be, and sometimes I don't like that, but sometimes in my mind I'm like, okay, that's fine, because it tests you, it tests your patience for this patience. The other thing that I don't like is the paperwork. We are federally funded, so the liabilities, the things that we have to, you know, write down for legality is a little too much and a little redundant in my opinion. And then I also don't like that I also don't like that I miss my lunch sometimes, or I eat late. So the other thing that I don't like is that's it. I don't know. That's the only thing that really bugs me the most. But other than that, there's a lot of things that I love about being a nurse practitioner. And I think those are the things that you have to really keep in mind when you're in this profession, because you have to always look at the positive in everything in order for you to be able to move forward. I love it and I like doing it. So yeah. So anyways, I obviously didn't do anything today. I obviously didn't even get to do my work, but the good thing is that I only needed what is this? I only needed one more chart to finish, so that's the only thing